Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Hardware to Spare. My name is Ryan, and today we're playing Unreal World, and this is our Hurt, Helpless, and Afraid series. Now, as you can see, we're here at our little base camp by the lake. If I zoom out, you can kind of see that the lake is basically over here to our southwest. There's a little bit of a puddle there where we've been using to fish. I've had some great comments kind of explaining a little bit about the fishing. Yes, you can get fish from every body of water. It's just the different types of fish will come from different kinds of bodies of water. So that's really reassuring to know. I'm going to keep at it, with the fishing. We really don't have a lot of choice because we've gotten to a point in the winter season now, and because of our poor levels of armor and clothes, that we can barely even move. Like, I can't move on the world map at all. Like, if I try, I'm not even going to try because it would just hurt me. So I need to literally, like, even on the local terrain map like this, like trying to cut down trees has become almost a suicide mission. So we're tired. It's early evening. Our fire looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead, just in case, I'm going to slap another slender trunk in there. Yeah, we'll just do one more. Yeah, get it really nice and burning. Now, I am going to go ahead and fish for an hour. I think it's a good way to waste time here before night, before it's time for bed. And who knows, we might one day get lucky with it. Nope, didn't manage to. I might also try to make up some more javelins while we've got so much time spent here next to the fire. The problem is that that's going to take up slender trunks, which we need for firewood, but that's no worries. All right, let me see. Ooh, getting real low on the berries. That's another problem too, is I really can't go out and pick stuff. Even on, like I said, the local terrain map, it's become a serious issue. Oh, look at this. Our fire burnt out and we're cold. Yeah, I can't let that happen. Let's see, 4. In some ways, the starvation plays is good in freezing weather like this because you can keep yourself awake easier and wake up to stoke your fire. It's just I kind of neglected that. Yeah, and look, I'm already bitterly cold, so I really got to watch that. All right, let's push in. I'm gonna push in 100 of these branches. Yeah, that helped the fire a little bit. All right, let's drink from the ice now. I'm going to go ahead and fish, but I'm going to try to do a few other things today too, but I just want to warm up real quick. Maybe we could get lucky with the fish. God, no, nothing. All right, well, we're still lively. It's noon, and we're sweating a lot. So let me go ahead and push a little bit more wood into the fire. Boom, boom. And I'm going to try and step out here and maybe cut down some trees because we definitely need more firewood. All right, let me do that. Let's see how that goes. We only got to cold, which is actually better than we were. I mean, there was one case where I think I almost froze to death cutting down a small tree. So that's decent. I can actually make it back to the fire. No worries. We just got 4 extra trunks there, so that's good. But like I said, it's going to be struggle. Now, I think I will actually, to switch it up, I'm going to make a, no, I want lumber. Yeah, I want a staff. So I'm going to make one staff because that's the first step in making a new javelin is to make a staff. Okay, we got a crude staff. So yeah, that means it's probably not going to be a very good javelin, but I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to necessarily make that right away. We are sweating a lot. Let's see if we can't venture out and check out. For one, I should be checking my traps, but nothing, no good. Not really a surprise. There probably isn't much game out here. But one thing I do want to check is some of these berry bushes. They look like they might all be dead. Too withered. Yeah, there's nothing to pick here. But if we're careful and I watch my warmth, I might be able to find some cranberry bushes. Here's a nice little patch of cranberries. So that's what these guys look. These little spidery looking guys. All right, we're cool. I might be able to pick a couple more. I mean, this really isn't going to be a big difference between life and death or anything, but it's good to grab some, maybe for our traps or whatever. All right, another thing I'm going to do is take these tree trunks back with me. Ooh, we're getting cold. Nothing to do but keep pushing on. Oh, crap, we're numbingly cold here. All right, I'm going to zoom in because we're getting, it's getting tense. Oh, is the fire still burning? Oh, crap, guys, we're literally freezing. Okay. We're near death. Oh, we got to get inside our shelter. Whoo-hoo. Oh, thank goodness the fire's still going. All right, I'm going to put 2 slender trunks in there. Beef that sucker up. So, yeah, I need to recover here. I'm going to go ahead and just pass a little bit of time as we warm up. Well, it seems like the temperature has fluctuated a little bit and it's gotten a little bit warmer, so I'm able to collect some berries out here without being too like oppressed by the cold weather, so I can spend a little time out here. This is good. I also collected some firewood and I made another staff too, so I'm planning on getting a setup so we can make a few more javelins. I mean, they're going to be crude, and I expect once we actually find an elk or maybe something else, do some active hunting, we're probably going to lose some of them, so it'll be important to have like 4 or 5 of them, which is the goal. But I'm actually getting a decent stash of cranberries. So let's eat some of these berries I've got. Oh yeah. Now you can see I am starting to get cool again though, so I think I'm gonna head back home. Leave the rest of these cranberries that are far out there. I'll grab these 2 bushes real quick. And yeah, we're starting to get chilly. Alright, we gotta get home. Ooh. Now see I just walked over that water. See, it's probably solid enough on small puddles like that, but this big lake still might I wouldn't necessarily want to walk all the way out into the middle of the lake right now. But these sides are probably okay. You know, it's very realistic in terms of the weather. Even the animal behavior is very realistic in a lot of ways. All right, guys. Well, I've decided that we're going to need a stone axe. Now, there are some really important tasks we're going to need an axe for. The stone axe will suffice for some of those tasks. It can't do everything, but it can do some things. So one of the things is set bigger traps. So we definitely want that for that reason. So what I'm going to do, first things first, though, we need a rope. One of the ingredients, I already looked it up, is a rope for the axe. So before we can do that, let's make ourselves a rope. Now, I picked up all the leather we have because right now I think the only thing we can make rope out of is leather. We don't have the right kind of cordage for a rope. But so let's do a leather rope. I'm going to go to tying equipment, and you can see I've got the water is ready to go. We might need water for this, I'm not sure. But anyway, leather rope, not cord. We want a rope. And I'm going to hit 1. Now, first I'm going to use the willow grouse and the black grouse leather, but we still need 1 pound, as you can see. So I'm actually going to take those off the boots that we've got. Now, hopefully it won't ruin the boots. I don't think it will. I think we can spare 1 pound, but there, we have actually obtained a decent leather rope. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to drop those boots. You can see they're still pretty good. They're better quality than the rough fur overcoat is that we're wearing. So I'm going to drop those. Now, I only needed 1 piece. What was it? I can't remember now. For the axe, hold on. I think it was like a 4 foot piece of cord of leather rope. So let's check that. Weapons, stone axe, very first one, 3 foot. Okay, so I'm going to shorten some of that leather rope with the shorten. And I'm going to do just a 3 foot piece. All right, now let's go ahead and make the weapon. Let's make the stone axe, leather rope. Boom, we've got it. Oh, the fire's about to burn out. Hopefully, oh no, hopefully we can finish this before it goes out or we don't like freeze to death in the midst. I think we'll be okay. The fire's still going strong, looks like. Yeah, boy, that's a long process. I didn't think it would take 4+ hours to get that axe. But hey, let's check it out. We now have a stone axe. That's pretty good. All right, so in the morning, I've got a special project we're going to work on that we needed that axe for. All right, well, it is morning. We've got our stone axe on us. I've also got a 4 foot piece of cordage here with me. So we're going to head out and hope that it's fairly warm out here today. Looks like it is. We didn't immediately turn cold, so that's good. Because like I said, I've got a special project for this morning. Now, while I was running around picking cranberry bushes, which, by the way, have not lasted very long, I found some logs. I found 3 tree trunks, not logs, 3 tree trunks. So I know from experience that we can make a pretty decent kind of trap with this. It's actually called, let's look at it here, the proper name is the Heavy Deadfall Bear Trap. Now, so do I expect bear to come around this area? No, probably not. Do I think this thing's going to catch any other animal? No, probably not, but we might as well put it up there. You know, I've collected the tree trunks. I've got the material now, so let's click on it. I'm going to put it right here on this little hill part that juts out. So all we need, you'd see we've got a knife, the axe, which we just made, 3 slender trunks, and 3 tree trunks, which I've already collected and stacked here, and 4 foot of strong cordage. Actually, it says... Oh, it says ×3. Crap. Okay, I need to run back home real quick and grab 2 more pieces. That was my bad. Okay, this should be better. We've got all 3 pieces. Let's go ahead and build this. Watch, keeping an eye on his warmth. Ah, we got it. Oh, look, there's a bird flying around up there to the north. That's awesome. I am going to put some cranberries in this, just one little handful. That's enough. Now, this is not within the eye shot of my shelter, but oh, look! Holy crap. You see that? Look at that. That squirrel. Is it the same small squirrel we saw? Wounded, escaping small squirrel. I bet you $1,000,000 that's the same one we saw a little while back. Oh, and I think it was the last episode. Yeah, that's huge, guys. Okay. This is going to keep us going for at least like an extra week now. That's awesome. All right, let's go blunt, head. I'm still thinking about the fur on this little guy. I'm not wasting my fur just because we're really hungry, you know. All right, let's go for the skull. Oh, that's so awesome. No, I was going to say, though, that big trap, I don't need it in sight of my shelter necessarily. You don't have to do that. I just like to do that for convenience sake, but big traps like that don't necessarily need to be there so close to my shelter. In fact, if there's a bear around, I'd rather it not be so close to the shelter. All right, I'm going to reset this one, and we're going to take that squirrel back to the shelter. Okay, well, we did not do so well on the skin here. I'm surprised it even held together, but we got a ragged winter squirrel skin. Now I've just finished skinning it, so all we have to do and I cleaned it. Now all we have to do is rub it with the fat. If this was a bigger animal, I would consider keeping that fat, cooking it, and eating it myself because our starvation is so cut and dry. But it's only 0.6 ounces, so it's not going to be that much. It's not that consequential. So we might be able to use this little fur, to repair some of our overcoat too, or something like that. So it is valuable. It does have some value, even though it's ragged. I can still use it. So we're going to go through the process with that. I will go ahead and start our fire up so we can at least roast that one little piece of squirrel meat that I got, which is not much, but hey, it's whatever. All right, let's go ahead and shift cook roast, squirrel cut. Won't take it long, so I'm just going to stand here and cut down a few branches while we do that. And you'll hear, oh, look, you hear the rustle of wings from the east. Okay, we need to check that out. Yeah, that's great. That means that bird we saw could be nearby, and it might even be in one of our traps. All right, the squirrel cut's not done, so let me finish cooking that, and we'll go check for that bird. Oh my God, well, I don't need to go look for it. It came to me. Check it out. So I was just about to finish up my branches, and the bird flew into view. It's right there to the south. It's flying, so it's not going to be caught in a trap, but I just want to check it out. Let's see. I'm going to pick up my meat. I'm going to go ahead and eat that. Yeah, it just flew right by us, but that's okay. Hopefully it's in the area, so hopefully we will catch that sucker, just like with the squirrel. It might take a little time, but see, eventually the traps will pay off. Look, it's getting closer out there. It's flying around the traps and stuff. All right, well, I don't want to disturb it too much. Let's just leave that sucker be. Now we've got still some time left on this tanning squirrel. Yeah, probably only an hour, but I think we might do a little bit of fishing. So let's see how it goes. I have a feeling we won't. Ooh, can I do it with an axe? Probably not. All right, let's just see. Again, we might get lucky with that bird. He's flying around somewhere. It's a good sign, too. At least he's in the area. I don't see him on any traps yet, but let's see. No luck with the fish, so I'm just going to continue to process this fur. Oh, no, skin. There we go. All right, yeah, pretty gross, ragged. That stinks, but we've only got a few more steps left here, and we'll be done. All right, I'm going to fish again. Well, sadly, no fish, and I have officially eaten all the food. I have no berries, no squirrel cuts left, but I do have to finish off this squirrel skin right here. So it's on the final step, which we don't need water for. This is rinsed, so now we just need to beat it out, which we're going to do. And there we go. Now I'm just going to drop it here. Drop it right on top of my shelter. Perfect. Okay, so that squirrel is completely processed. All the meat is gone. The fur is done. It was a blessing, but it didn't last very long, really. It didn't even really help us with starving, but I mean, it was better than nothing. At least we caught it. You know, I can't complain. All right, I'm going to throw that on the fire. I think I will go ahead and fish one more time tonight because why not? We've still got time. I don't know if we'll get lucky, but we never seem to. No, man, I have never caught a fish yet. Let's look, actually. How's my skill? Stealth is up. You can see here, if you look at this little green star, that means, for instance, stealth has been leveled up recently, and then you can see the color difference where it's actually gone up. Fishing has not increased at all. That's hard to believe, but yeah, these skills actually do take a lot of work to level those up. Any significant like amount. So fishing, it'll just take more time, you know. And it come to mention it, I should say this, that I did look into like constructing a fishing pole. So under crafting, you can go to fishing here, and fishing pole, for instance, not available because I don't have yarn. So sadly, that's also the thing stopping us from making arrows too, just as another side note. If I go to crafting menu and then to weapons, and then I try and make, like, for instance, arrows, I'm going to say one arrow, we need yarn. So the different kinds of, yeah, I basically have everything but the yarn. So the different kinds of cordage really come into play and are a big factor in crafting. Well, it's morning, and I came out of my shelter to check the trap, the big trap up there, but there's nothing in it. No bears, unfortunately. Now, one good thing I should mention is if we did, for instance, get a bear caught in there, it could still be very deadly to try and kill that bear. So you'd have to, like, hit it from a distance. I'd have to stand there and throw my javelins at it continuously till I actually killed it. But, you know, that's just how it goes. It would be a whole thing in and of itself, but we would have the upper hand for sure on it. Now, I'm going to actually try, since the weather doesn't seem terrible, I'm just going to move around a little bit. I'm watching my warmth bar very closely, but I just want to see, like, right now I feel like if we saw an elk or something, I could possibly hunt it. I don't have much hope that we will here in the dead of winter, but it's worth maybe moving around. See, our warmth is holding up okay. We're staying rather warm. This would not have been possible just a little while ago. And it also brings to mind the fact that we do have food. Don't forget that. It's just being smoked. Or, no, I'm sorry. It's being dried right now down at our other... what did I just see? No, that was the shelter. Yeah, it's being dried at the other location. So we just eventually have to go and get that. Now, I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but, you know, maybe another week or so. Maybe the next episode we'll go back there and check it out, because it might just save our butts. I mean, if we can relieve our starving, kind of reset our starving levels with that food, then we're going to be able to get through the winter. I guarantee it. All right, well, you can see I've opened up a lot of good territory, just kind of moving around. But I did not see a single animal out here. Oh, I mistook the shelter for an animal, but that's not an animal. All right, let's just pop back in here. Look at our traps real quick. Nothing in the traps, so... I guess we could fish again. Or honestly, with the weather being so nice, I should probably just go ahead and collect some firewood. As boring as that is, I need to cut down some more of these trees and stuff. So I'll go ahead and do that. If I do any fishing or if I see any animals, I'll bring you guys right back. Well, 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 we've got ourselves a bird, folks. Yep, up in that trap in the upper right-hand corner. So let's go get that sucker. I've got my knife wielded. Beautiful. I'm going to actually kind of check. Yeah, the other trap is not triggered. Nothing in the bear trap, but that's okay. Like I said, it might never happen. We might just end up moving that or something later. But anyway, let's focus on what we've got here. All right, so I'm going to attack it. Blunt to the head. I always go for the same attack. Well, 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 as I was preparing the skin on that first bird, I see another one fly into my view. No, I'm not going to let it interrupt me, but we might be getting real lucky here, boys and girls, with more and more of these birds flying around here. All right, I'm actually going to start this fire, and I'm going to try and do two things at once. I'm going to cook this food I've got on me here while I also process the skin a little bit. All right, there we go. I'm going to take a drink, too, real quick. And now let's do the skin. So I already cleaned it. So now I just got to rub the fat onto it. And that should give my food just enough time. Perfect. Let's go and eat up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait until we're ready for bed. Well, actually, come to think of it, I think we are ready for bed. It's early evening. We're weary. We're sweating a lot, which is great. That bird is just off screen right there. You see him? Yeah, so he's flying around, but that's no matter. I mean, they can do that while we sleep. No worries. Let's go ahead and eat. I'm going to eat these. Let's watch our starvation. Oh, nice. Nutrition's insufficient. The bar of starvation didn't really go down, so we'd need to get up a couple days probably of food before that's going to really go down, but that was good. I mean, we're going to get through this night pretty well, I tell you. He's going to have a nice restful sleep. Oh yeah, slept straight through. Let's stand up. Let's see. Oh, it's still very early, so I need to kill some time. I think. Well, at least we can work on this. Yeah, the skin is ready, so let me do that. Shift HT. There we go. All right, now I got a little time still to kill, so I'll probably cut down some tree branches here. Maybe cut down a few small trees until the sun comes up. All right. Well, it is early morning, so the sun's up pretty well. I just finished the skin, or the leather, I should call it now. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that on the ground because we don't need to carry it around. Try and always remember to drop extraneous items because every little bit of extra weight you're carrying around is going to fatigue you more and, inhibit you from hunting animals effectively, basically. So you want to avoid it. All right, now it's still pretty early. I'm a little worried about the temperature. Oh, crap, I'm still carrying around some sticks with me here. Let me stop doing that. There we go. All right, so I might actually pop back out to the world map again. Maybe not for very long. Let's just see how that goes. Yeah. Oh, we just encountered that bird. Let's see where it's at. I don't see it. Sometimes you don't encounter them within vision. There it is. Okay, so it's just north of us. He can see me, so I can't go into hiding, but I'm going to kind of try and sneak up on like the side of him. See him there to the left, so he's definitely in line with me. All right, let's take a shot at him. Let's get one of our javelins out. He's fairly close. If I had a bow and arrow right now, I'd feel much more confident in hitting this thing, but we'll see. Oh, narrowly missed it. That's the second animal in a row we've narrowly missed with these things. I tell you, these are not the best quality javelins, but we are doing some good work with them. I mean, not really in fishing, but hunting, it seems like, at least we're having some halfway decent shots. All right, I see some resources like some stone, so I'm going to grab that and maybe some more cranberries now that we're out here, but I'm going to get back home. So I actually popped back out to the world map. Not going to go home just yet. We're still warm, so we're okay. But I'm going to try and re-encounter this bird here. So he's still around in the area, and I saw his little icon on the map, so I just walked back to him. We'll see if he's on the ground. No, see, he's to the south now, but he's flying. He's in the air. So, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, when the birds are in the air, it's almost totally useless to try throwing weapons. I mean, imagine trying to hit a bird in flight by throwing like a javelin at it. Get out of here. Unless you're Achilles, it's not happening. Oh my God, guys, this is it. Check it out. Just to the southwest, there is an elk on the map, just south of our shelter here. Oh, we're going for it. So I'm at my endurance level. First thing I look at, other than warmth. So this is 34%, but we are at our most rested. I can't do any more resting. This 34 is so high because of the starvation level. That's what's affecting our overall endurance right now. Normally, if we were good on food, this would be at like a 4. But it's at 34. So that's the only thing that's going to really hurt us trying to get this elk. But other than the animal's natural craftiness, let's go for it. Let's try and encounter this sucker. Also, there is some forest around here. So if we can keep it out in the open, we'll be, oh, it's a baby too. That's great. So in case you guys have missed it, we have successfully hunted a baby elk already. That's where the meat I was talking about earlier came from. It's one from the baby elk. So we might be able to get this here because my goal here is going to be to separate this baby elk from its mother. Well, I haven't actually managed to separate the two of them, but I did get the little one down to slightly fatigued. Let's check the mother too because, okay, she's slightly fatigued too. I mean, she's fair game for sure. If I could get her, that would be incredible. But the baby's definitely going to be the easier target, but I'm just kind of chasing them around here. They're going in circles too, which is a little problematic. What ends up happening is they go running over their own track, so it becomes a little bit harder to find them when they end up going off the map. But for right now, they're here, so let me toss another javelin at them. Okay, the mother has just bolted. Let me try the baby here. Oh, no. We're just not good enough with these. I'm actually not going to waste the throw here. I'm going to try and spook this thing and at the same time go grab my javelin. And I don't want to run too much. Our endurance, okay, good, it's spooked. So I'm going to have to go follow it now. Let me grab that javelin. Try and get up there again before, yeah, okay. We want to get them in sight before they have a chance to rest for too long. So let me check them again. Still slightly fatigued. I'm just going to go barreling up there. I'm in hiding. Okay. Okay, it saw me. I'm gonna run a little bit. Now it's time to hide again. It's just a slow, steady process here. Okay, well, this baby doesn't see me right now, and it's trying to cross right in front of me to its mother. Oh, damn, it saw me. Okay, let me wield my javelin. Damn, it got real. I should have thrown it one turn before that. I was trying to let it get a little closer, but no, no luck. That's okay. We still spooked it, so I'm going to chase after it again. I think we do have it separated now. Okay, now I found it again, and now it's down to fatigued, which is great news for us. So, as much as I hate to, I'm actually going to try and run after it here. We might be getting to a point very soon where I can really start to wear it down and get within melee range of it. That's the hope. So I'm just following the tracks. There it is. All right, let's look at it again. Always keeping my eyes on it. Very fatigued. All right, we're getting real close, guys. Let's and you can see it's insistent on trying to come back in the direction towards me. That means its mother is probably somewhere down there. So we have officially separated. And now I'm at almost 60% endurance. 100% is max, remember. So I'm pushing it right now. Running like this, I probably shouldn't be, but I'm going to rest a little bit, go back into stealth. I hope I didn't lose it. Where's the damn tracks at? There they are. All right, it should be up in this direction here. Just following the tracks. There it is. Okay, let's look at it. It doesn't see me, and you can see it's really desperate to get back over there. It looks breathless. Okay, we're super close to this. It's desperate to get back to its mother. Ooh, I can't run. I can't. Because if we get fatigued, this game is over. We will not be able to catch it. All right, now okay, we're good. It is so breathless right now that it can't even outpace me while I'm walking. So we got this. Let me get into melee here. Now, the thing about combat, too, is in addition to like running, this will increase my endurance total here. So that's not good. If I have to swing at this thing too much, then it will wear me out and I'll need to rest. So we really need to be careful here. I'm going to just go straight for the head. It's tricky, but I'm going to do that. So yeah, you can see every time I swing at it, my total is going up a little bit. Boom. So I got to really be careful and conserve my strikes here. Let's go blunt. Let's try the legs here. If we can knock it down. Oh, now it's actually attacking me. So I'm going to have to dodge it. Always dodge. Always dodge. Okay, we dodged, and it says it makes a slow and clumsy attempt to kick you, and you quickly dodge aside. So dodging is so key. In fact, if we look here, you can see I'm an expert dodger, and that was because one of the things I made sure to do was when I set up his abilities. No, I can't remember what it is, but I made sure he had a high dexterity. Anyway, let's get back to the fight. So knife, blunt to the head. Ooh, it's moving. It's a moving here. A little nervous. Our endurance total is very high. Oh, okay, see, it's even running away from me here. All right, I'm going to have to try and do this. Oh, boy, this is going to be close. Oh, my gosh. Well, that was a brutal struggle, guys. I finally got it unconscious. I don't know. It took me forever. I don't know if it's going to get back up now, because sometimes it'll just regain consciousness right away. This is not necessarily in game here, but my total is at 83%. I am so close to being exhausted. It's like, imagine a fight between a man and an animal where they're just like so breathless. They're just basically like hitting at each other in the most like out of breath way. It's insane what's going on, because this thing was trying to attack me at the same time I was attacking it. Absolutely crazy. All right, I'm going to go into stealth, and I'm going to go ahead and attack it. I got my javelin in my hand, too. I've been using that in melee, so I'm going to hit that with the blunt, because we are better with spears than we are with knives. I'm still going to use the blunt end of it, though, and I'm going for the skull. Okay, we got a solid hit on the skull, so I'm just going to repeat that now. And in case you can't see it, it's down to the southwest. It's kind of behind the tree, but it's laying there, so I know it's there. Yeah, we're nailing it. Okay, we're hitting its skull. We've got it. It's dead. Okay, now we can stand on top of it. I picked it up. Let's check out our inventory. Elf calf carcass. Very nice. There it is, folks. We did it. We got ourselves a huge amount of meat, a new skin. Oh, man, that is so huge, guys. Now we just got to get it back to camp. And believe me, it's not going to be that difficult because we can move around with it, I think. Yeah, I can rest a little bit now. So we're at 53% while holding that thing. Oh my God, that is so huge, guys. We're gonna have a good next episode. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this one. If you enjoy the content, hit like and subscribe. Check the description down there for my Discord and Patreon link if you'd like to support my work, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and now check out this fan art by a couple of my Discord members, Finn and Vita. It's pretty good, and I love the cuttlefish.